Hello, my name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be talking about the television series Hammer, House of Horror. So, Hammer, as pretty much everyone knows, is a famous British production house known primarily for horror. One of the last things they did, 1980, was Hammer, House of Horror. It's a TV series, and it's all individual episodes, anthology, like The Twilight Zone or Night Gallery, stuff like that. But I find with those, a lot of times they're, based on, some little twist idea, and trying to figure that out. Hammer House of Horror, I feel, really does feel like little Hammer movies, It's like a movie with about 30 minutes of the runtime trimmed off, so it goes really fast, and it's not just a what's the twist game that a lot of anthology shows kind of play into. This is like you're getting 13 Hammer films. They're just a little shorter than normal, and it's really good. It's one of my favorite of those, vignette type shows. You don't know if it's going to be realistic horror or supernatural horror. You don't know if it's going to be a monster or what. But it is a little mini movie, and you got 13 of them, and even the worst episodes are still pretty good. Now, it's a little hard to figure out how to review an anthology show. So what I decided is I'm going to pick out a few key episodes and talk about them briefly. Now, like I said, these are all very good episodes. Like, the entire show is good. So if I didn't pick out your favorite episode, just tell people in the comments section. Just say, I really liked this episode and here's why. But anyway, some that I'm going to talk about. Obviously, first off, you have to talk about The Silent Scream. This stars Peter Cushing, the longtime Hammer actor, Dr. Van Helsing. Peter Cushing stars as someone who lived through the Holocaust, and he talks to a man who just got out of prison about trying to reinvent confinement. And he's obviously a great performance here. I think this was actually his last collaboration with Hammer because it would go out of business so soon. Up next, Children of the Full Moon. For those of you that are fans of classic monsters, this is obviously a werewolf one. Hammer only did Curse of the Werewolf before this, so this is your only other Hammer werewolf is this episode. It's a great story. A lonely cottage in the middle of nowhere with all these kids in it, and you know there's something up. Guardians, or Guardian of the Abyss, is a story about this girl who is fleeing a cult because she doesn't want to be the cult's new sacrifice, and this guy who has to save her. This reminded me a little bit of The Devil Rides Out, the classic Hammer film. But anyway, a really good, fun one. Save the girl from the cultist. Up next, Rude Awakening. This is the most Twilight Zone-y out of all the episodes. So if you're big Twilight Zone fans, you want to check out the episode Rude Awakening. This guy, he has a dream. He works as a real estate agent, and they say, oh, check out this house we want to sell. And there's this creepy old mansion in the middle of nowhere. But the twist is, it gets all spooky, and he wakes up, and it finds out it was just a dream. But then after that happens, he gets caught in this cycle where he keeps waking up from these dreams, and he doesn't know it's real anymore. And they do lots of fun gags that connect the previous dreams to each other, and also every single time his secretary plays a different version of herself. It's the same actress, but each time she's got a different costume on. It's really, really fun. Going into more my personal picks, episode 13 is called The Mark of Satan, and this guy, he works as a mortician, and he sees this man who had died because he used a drill on his head to try to get the devil out. And after he sees that, he starts to notice the number 9 reappearing around his life, and it's a big conspiracy theory episode, and it's really great. You know, for those of you who like conspiracies and number-based horror, if you ever read N, the short story by Stephen King, which got turned into this animation, kind of like that. The last one, one of my personal favorites, I don't know if it's just me, but I really like the episode, the 13th Reunion. It's about a woman who's a reporter, and she goes undercover at this weight loss group that's suspected of being a little cruel to their customers. And you think, okay, I know where this is going. But there are a few twists and turns in this episode, and you think, okay, it's going to be like a psychological thing, but that is not where it's going. This one has a very great conclusion to it. So those are some of my favorites. Again, I'd recommend you checking out the whole show. At the time of recording, it is on Amazon Prime. I don't know how long it will be there. You can also get the DVD. This one's by Synapse Films. Love Synapse. And if you get this DVD, all the episodes uncut. This one other thing is this show. I mean, it's not as violent as it could be, but they really don't hold much back for TV. But anyway, with the Synapse cut, they have introductions which say who the director is, who the actors are, and it kind of gives you a good little foothold into each story. So check it out. It's a great show. One of my favorite anthology horror shows. Anyway, see you guys next time. More Hammer stuff coming in the future. Have a great day.